This first part, what I'm trying to do is gather all my materials. Got my vinegar, my baking soda, and then I also got the receptacle in which I'm going to use to pour everything in. What I'm trying to do now is to prepare my baking soda. That's all I'm doing, pouring the right amount, which doesn't necessarily have to be a specific one, but as long as it fits within this paper towel. Here I'm pouring baking soda into my receptacle. It doesn't have to be a specific amount. I think about halfway is more than enough, because you need room in order for the baking soda, because if you have too much, then it'll start reacting immediately. This is the first trial in which I'm trying to put the baking soda into the receptacle. The receptacle already contains vinegar, and the blue object in my hand is my little plug, but it did not work. This is my second trial, putting everything in, using my plug, and it failed again. Third trial, using that same little blue object as a plug instead of cork, because I didn't have one. It doesn't work. As you can see, it just falls right off because of the pressure. Next attempt, I use the bottle cap, but don't screw it all the way in. When I turn it upside down, it just comes out. And my last attempt, I screw the bottle, the cap all the way in, but this time, even though the pressure is building up, because when I approach it and grab it, it is hard as a rock, and also I can see that the bottom part of the bottle is bulging. But what is not recorded in the video is that when I stop recording, the bottle cap comes off because of too much pressure. So unfortunately, all my attempts were a failure this time. So let me just go over what was happening in the chemical reaction. So baking soda and vinegar both react, as you can see. It wasn't that obvious in my experiment, but one is a base, baking soda, and the other is an acid, the vinegar. Baking soda is a basic compound called sodium bicarbonate, and vinegar is a diluted solution that contains acetic acid. I still believe I didn't pronounce that correctly. Baking soda and vinegar reaction is actually two separate reactions. The first reaction is the acid-base reaction. And when vinegar and baking soda are first mixed together, hydrogen ions in the vinegar react with the sodium and bicarbonate ions in the baking soda. The result of this initial reaction is two new chemicals. One is called carbonic acid, and the other one is sodium acetate. So the second reaction is a decomposition reaction. The carbonic acid formed as a result of the first reaction immediately begins to decompose into water and carbon dioxide gas. And the carbon dioxide gas is what we see that builds that pressure within that bottle, and what is supposed to make the bottle shoot up into the air, which didn't happen to me in any of my trials. You might be wondering what was supposed to happen. All my experiments failed, so you don't know exactly what that looks like. Let me show you a video clip of someone in YouTube who actually made it work. Complete video is in the description below.